Hi guys, I'm live. Um, so I wanted to come to you today. I asked my group on Facebook what topic I should do. I gave them a few choices, and this is the choice that got the most votes. So this is the video that's gonna get done. So how are you? Um, so how to fit into the lifestyle you desire with confidence. Okay, a lot of women are leveling up from being pick-me chicks, settling for the worst and the least of society, and now they want to level up and start hanging out in nicer places so that they can meet higher caliber of partners. Okay, so a lot of these women aren't used to really leveling up and hanging out in certain places and feeling comfortable around certain type of people, certain environments. They don't know what to wear, they don't know how to wear their hair, they don't know how to talk, they don't know how to do certain things and feel comfortable in the environment. Okay, and it shows sometimes, and sometimes, you know, you feel like as if you're sticking out like a sore thumb or that you don't belong there. Okay, how are y'all? So if you're one of those people who are feeling this way, it's very uncomfortable when you're in an environment that you just don't feel comfortable in, or you feel out of place in, or that you feel like people are staring at you and you feel like, why am I here? They don't think I belong. Okay, the keys to belonging to a certain type of environment is to fit in. Okay, um, we must be able to blend. Okay, we must be able to blend in to the environment that we want to be a part of, into the lifestyle that we want to be a part of. So for example, you're not going to blend in into a certain environment if you don't look and appearance that you belong there. You know, have you ever been walking around a store and someone asked you where something was as if you worked there? Okay, think about this for a second. There would be no way that somebody would think that you work at a store unless you look like you work at a store, right? You know, so think about this. Appearance is very important when it comes to fitting in. Okay, so how are y'all? If you're going to a five-star restaurant, if you're going to a very nice, elegant gala, or a really nice side of town in an upscale bar, you're not going to want to look like, you know, you typically look every day. You know, that's whatever's in style on your side of the, you know, neighborhood, or what's in style, or what's trendy now, you know, what's on housewives and stuff like that. You're not going to want to emulate that style. You're going to want to go into the environment and observe what's going on, what the style is in that environment with those actual people, and what's considered appropriate. Okay, maybe you can go during lunch, maybe you can swing by for a drink during happy hour or dinner just to scope it out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, and you show up there with 36-inch weave, 36-inch mermaid weave showing cleavage, and stripper heels, you're going to feel stupid. Okay, you're going to feel out of place, and you're going to feel very uncomfortable. Okay, so go and check out these places first. We'll look at the online photos of the people that are at the places and get an understanding of what it is to fit in to certain lifestyles and environments. Okay, for example, I have so many wigs. There are certain wigs that I will not wear to certain places. Why? Because I will look a fool. Okay, so you have to understand this. You can't just get your hair did or buy one thing and put it on your head and think this is I can wear this anywhere. No, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. Sometimes you gotta grab this one and put it on and take the other one off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to wear your real hair. Sometimes you got to put on a wig. Sometimes you got to go get your hair done. It just depends on where you're going, okay? Now, jewelry. Let's talk about jewelry. Sometimes if you wear too much jewelry, if it looks, if it's trashy, if it's dirty, if it's not clean or shine, don't wear it. Take it off and go have it clean. And if it's random and just junky, don't wear it. Every piece of jewelry you wear should be a part of your outfit or a statement piece. It shouldn't just be something that you just piled on yourself because whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, someone says it looks cheap. So if you notice, I don't wear a lot of unnecessary jewelry unless it's part of my outfit, okay? Like earlier today I had on some, sweater and stuff like that, and I just put on these cute little tassel bracelets, and I always wear that, and then I have my wedding ring and some, stud pearl earrings. That's it. You don't have to wear like 100 chains and 1,000 earrings and stuff like that. So make sure you're not standing out like a sore thumb because of what you look like in your jewelry, also your makeup. You know what I'm saying? If you're okay, now this is a problem that a lot of women are going to have with the makeup. If your makeup is too much, that's also a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? If it's too overdone, if it looks like too done, then that's also weird looking in person. Yeah, it looks good on camera, it looks good on Instagram, it looks good on Facebook, but it doesn't look good in person when you can see, like, I'm not the best person to do eyebrows, but I've seen women that had that just look crazy with these eyebrows and this foundation that's too light up here like this, and then it's like it fades right here, and it just looks like somebody took, some paint and just painted it on, and it just looks weird, okay? And sometimes these older guys that y'all are dating, they don't understand that, okay? They're like, what the heck is that on her eyebrow? Why am I, your eyebrow, something wrong. Go as natural as you can with the eyebrows, okay? And I can't stress this enough to you. These old guys are not on Instagram watching eyebrow tutorials, okay? They don't know that this little faded, look that's got a bunch of highlight right here is Instagram viral look, okay? They don't know. They just think you're weird looking, something wrong with her eyebrow. I don't know what that looks, and they're old, so they don't understand that. So you can't try to do this like Instagram eyebrow. You just need to do a natural brow. You can do the liner, you can do the contour, but make that brow look like it grew out of your occipital arch. That's the anatomical name of it. Okay. So yeah, and then nails. If your nails are ratchet, if they're too much, if they're too crazy looking, yes, it's cute for you because in your lifestyle. But if you're trying to level up really, and you go to a place where everyone's nails are one color or a certain length and not, blinging and stuff like that, and you come in there with, all this stuff on your nails, you're going to feel out of place already. It's not special. It's not, oh, I'm different. It's out of place, okay? Because if you go in there with a date and he suggested this really nice 5-star restaurant where he likes to eat and he wanted to be seen out with this pretty woman, he's going to get stared at because of all this extra weird stuff that you're doing to yourself because you're not used to this environment. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of tone it down a little bit, a lot of it, if you want to feel comfortable in those environments, okay? Because people are already going to stare at you. They're already going to stare at you if you're a certain age with a certain age man, right? They're already going to do that. If you look like you belong in that lifestyle, it's more acceptable, it's more classy, it's more, normal for them, okay? So you can't look like that. You have to tone it down, way down. I've seen a lot of women who want to level up, but they just can't seem to get it right. They either got this weird looking wig on that doesn't look good with their skin tone, the crazy color, it's not blended right. They either got ratchet nails or they're wearing clothes that don't fit into the environment where they're going. Okay, so I suggest looking up some videos on how to dress like a classy lady or a sexy classy lady. Just whichever look you're going for, stay classy, not, not below that. Because if you can't walk into a 5-star restaurant or a really nice place or, something like that and get respect, then you're not dressed appropriately. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, if you're showing too much, it's fine depending on where you are. If you're going to a club, yes. If you're going to a 5-star restaurant, no. Okay? So if you know that certain men of certain lifestyles and that run in certain groups like certain things on a woman, that's what you need to cater to. Okay? If you know that this type of man likes this type of woman and you come in there looking the exact opposite, or the exact opposite of your profile picture if you met them online, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay, so think about that. Okay. Also, shoes. Remember, if you're tall and your date is not as tall, and you're 5'9" or 5'8", and you're wearing heels, and you are 6 feet, maybe 6'3", with the heels on, and your date is 5'9", you got to remember that. Okay, try to not date guys who are super short if you like to wear heels. And if you don't like to wear heels, try kitten heels. Those are classy. I don't suggest wedges because, unless it's like outside or lunch or something like that in spring. Okay, so try to keep it like that. But what I'm saying is, if you really want to level up, you have to be able to be in that environment where they can take you anywhere with them and not be embarrassed. You know what I mean? So you have to look like you're already of that lifestyle. So if you're trying to date upper middle class or, rich guys, you've got to look like you're used to stuff, like you know what's appropriate, like you know the manners that come with this lifestyle. For example, and some people, they have to learn it. They just got to learn it. Okay, you don't wake up knowing this stuff. You have to do your research. That's why I say, if you're really uncomfortable in that environment, do some research. Okay, what is a proper young lady wear to a 5-star restaurant? What's a classy cocktail dress or dress to wear out for a date for a classy woman? Go Google it. Go look it up. If it doesn't look like anything you have in your closet, go on Pinterest. If it doesn't look like anything you have in your closet, level up. Okay, so, and also material. Okay, material is super important. If you have that stretchy rainbow material, rainbow clothes material, or that kind of stuff, and all your clothes are made out of that stretchy black spandex material, you need to get some real material like cotton, linen, stuff like that. You can't keep wearing this, cheap stuff. Okay. So, bodycon, cheap stretchy dresses you can buy from Forever 21. Yes, you can wear those, but you got to pair them with classy items like classy heels, a nice purse, a nice hairdo, and no crazy makeup. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, but you need to be able to walk in the place and feel like you fit in and that you're not out of place. You know what I'm saying? You need to be aware of the eyebrows. Give it away. Okay, I'm going to tell you on one thing. Just by looking at someone's eyebrow, you can tell, if they're, a lot of times, not all the time, I'm not going to say, you can tell if they're classy, well paid, broke, struggling, or whatever. because of the type of arch and the type and the thickness and who their inspiration is as far as eyebrows. And I know that's crazy sounding, but think about it. Go look on Instagram and look at everyone's eyebrows and try to guess their lifestyle. Okay? What's classy and what's in is a natural brow, not too thin, not super thick. Okay, just right in the middle. And I'm having eyebrow problems right now, but because I have dry skin right there, but not super thick and not super thin. Okay, right in the middle, not perfectly arched with like an airbrushed look, but hair. Okay, draw some hairs in if you can't, and it doesn't have to be like this check mark. Okay, so when people see eyebrows, they want to see something that looks like it grew out of your head. Okay, not like something that you drew on. Okay, or something that you saw on a cartoon of a villain and went to work. Okay, and now I know I love playing with makeup. I love these looks, but I would never wear them to certain places. You know what I'm saying? That's for camera. That's for Instagram. And keep it there. Don't bring it out into the real world. So, for example, you can tell someone's education. Well, I wouldn't say education, but you can tell someone's lifestyle by their makeup. Okay, and I don't like to stereotype people, but I can look at you and say, oh, she ain't got no money, or oh, she's trashy and she's ratchet. Look at her makeup. This is what people do. This is how they judge us, y'all. That's why I'm saying we got to keep it really put together. Okay. The more together you look, the more respect you get. You look like you got it together, the more people will respect you. And I've even tried to level up in my dress. I'm not dressed right now, but I've even tried to level up in the way that I dress because I find that I get more respect. I get people being super nice to me. I'll always look good, but when I started wearing classier clothing, people would just cater to you. You know what I'm saying? They would talk to you different. And it's because they think that you're on a higher level than them. When really, all you did is put on a really pulled together outfit that looks neat, classy, and like you care a lot. Okay? So, I don't know if y'all saw my picture today, and I was looking like the bougie housewife in the group, but I had like a little collar shirt, a sweater, a little necklace, and then a little vest on, my pearl headband, and just looking real, Stepford wife-ish. And I went out today. People were just like, smiling. I don't even know these people. People that wouldn't like, just strangers. And it's because I looked like I did this on purpose. I know who I'm better than you kind of look. But not really, And so, you just have to always go the extra mile. And you will know that you fit in, and you will not feel out of place because you will be already on their level and climbing as far as appearance, manners, and things like that. Now, speech. Let's talk about speech. Do you have a lot of women who hate on you? I get eye rolls. You don't acknowledge those people, okay? And if you're hanging out with people, if you're hanging around places where women do eye rolls, that's not a classy environment anyway. You know what I'm saying? This is not the level you want to be at anyway. They're supposed to roll their eyes at you, right? They're supposed to, because they can't be you. That's what you're going for. If y'all were in my group, I posted this video called women, I think it was black women who are too good for you. That's what you want to be. You want to be all the women who are too good for basically anybody. That's what you want to be, because that's who everyone wants. Okay? So, Vanessa Williams, Naomi Campbell, Mariah Carey, all those women who are just always, bam, always well pulled together, look like they got it going on. The women who are too good for most guys, So that's what you want to try to emulate, but in your own way. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like I don't belong here, that it looked like I came to improve this place with my presence, you know. Pick someone really classy and copy their look and go for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't pick anyone ratchet. Don't get that 38-inch weave or whatever, how long it is, and walk into a five-star restaurant. That's not classy. Okay? I don't care how much you pay for it. It's not classy. Don't go in there with claws with diamonds on them. It's not classy. Okay? I know y'all watch Housewives and they be in nice restaurants, but that's for TV. That's not real life. Okay? That's not real life. So that's what I want you to know, because if this man says I can't take her anywhere, look at her. She's got all this extra like weird stuff on her. You know, I don't feel comfortable around this because I don't understand it. You know, you can't try to bring that in. Do that when you're 20 something. Do that when you're single, you know, and not looking for a man. But when you're out and you're trying to fit in into this lifestyle and level up to the next level, become a kept woman, you can't do all of that stuff. I mean, you can, and there's some people that will. There's always exceptions, but if you're trying to attract men in general of that higher caliber, they're going to look at this, okay, and they're going to be like, you know, they might laugh and, oh, you know, their friends, oh, yeah, I was on a date yesterday, this girl I met online, oh my gosh, you should have seen her nails. Wow, I've never seen nails like that in my life. Wow. I didn't know that they do that type of thing. I mean, she had like glitter balls on it, disco balls, and fur. I was confused, you know. Did you call her back? Oh no, you know, I could never take her anywhere. She's just too, you know, she's too out there. She was beautiful though, but you know, can't really take her around my friends or, you know, to the places I frequent because I don't think she would fit in and she might feel uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. She was a pretty girl though. Yeah. Too bad. Yeah. All right. Well, talk to you later. That's what they're like. You know, she don't fit in. She's too ratchet, basically. And you don't have to be black to be ratchet. You can have bad manners. You can just, you know, you can talk too much or not do enough to yourself at all, you know. You can have an eyebrow this thin, drawn in like Cruella de Vil. You can do all of that, you know. But at the end of the day, the type of lady you want to be is a kept lady. Go look at kept women. Go look at kept women and see what they look like. Go to the rich malls. Go out in the daytime when everyone's working and go see who's shopping. Those are the taken care of ladies, or you know, most of them. Go to Starbucks in the nice neighborhoods. Those are the taken care of ladies. Go look at what they look like. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the face and their makeup and their eyes and their nails. Go look at that. They're not all crazy looking. Okay? So if you're really serious about this, you're going to have to really be serious about this. I've seen a lot of women in the group who think that they are doing it and they're transitioning out of pick me mode into, you know, mode to be a kept woman, but they also have to remember that comes with a certain look. Okay, you got to be working on. If you can't glam up, class up. Okay, if you can't glam up enough to get attention, class up. A lot of us don't have these beautiful exotic features, so classing up will help you get to that next level because they feel like they can take you somewhere. Okay, and you will be respected and they won't have to make excuses for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't glam up, class up. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Now it's different if you're just going as a gold digger and just trying to get some money 2-3 times out of someone. Do whatever you need to do. But if you're looking for a long-term arrangement, you know, possible relationship, possible marriage, you have to be able to fit into their circles. And how you do that is the confidence, first of all, to pull it off. The knowledge, which is learning manners, learning how to speak, learning what's appropriate, hair, nails, makeup, clothing, and following that. Okay, not just taking a guess, not just showing up in your, rainbow outfit and Forever 21 shoes. It is research and it is dedication. Okay. Someone asked me about weight issues. Like I said, if you have anything the matter with you, and I'm not saying weight is a matter, but if you feel conscious about your weight, take a feature or take an aspect of yourself and really embellish it so that the weight is not the first thing that they notice. Okay? For example, if you're really good at makeup or really good at hair, do that really good. Then have a great personality, smile a lot, compliment a lot. Let this speak for you. Okay? Don't just, be confident in your weight. You're there. You got there. You ate. You got there. So be confident in it. You know what I'm saying? I was confident at every weight that I was at. I don't care. I could be fat, thin, medium, whatever. I will still be the same person. Why? Because that's who I am. So you have to find yourself, If you don't feel good about your weight, this is the one of the things that most people who go on a weight loss journey don't even realize. If you don't feel good about the weight you're at your fattest, then at your thinnest, you're still not going to feel good. Because the reason that you should lose weight is because you look good, but you want to just look better. Okay? You want just a little extra added bonus, It's not about looking better. Oh, when I'm this, I'm going to be so much better. When I'm that. If you don't have the confidence, the knowledge, the ability to pull it off at a certain weight with someone, you're not going to have it when you're thin either. Okay? So work on it now. Accentuate something else. If you're big, go find a classy outfit that looks good on your size, Go find something that looks pulled together in your size and be proud of who you are. The first thing that people notice about overweight people is how uncomfortable they look and feel. And then the next thing that they notice, if that person is not uncomfortable, is how confident they are. And then their whole point of view of them changes. Their whole point of view of that person changes. You ever seen someone overweight who had a bunch of friends and they were just like the center of attention, the life of the party, and no one ever talked about their weight? It was just, their personality or whatever. If you're big, that's what you need to be. Now, if you're trying to seriously date and get money out of someone and they're a guy, it's going to be a little bit different, because they're looking for a trophy. Okay? They're looking for a trophy. So you need to target men who like women your size. Okay? Online or whatever. So remember that. Stay confident. And even if you go out freestyling and just, to local bars and places like that, be confident in your weight. I don't care. Dress nice. Don't try to hide it and cover it and just look good in it. It's like, feel good about it. If you feel good about it, they're going to feel better about it. You understand? Someone says if you're a plus size, make sure your clothes fit. Very important. Yeah. Don't be trying to squeeze into the little sizes where and your butt crack showing, because that's like really ratchet. Okay? If you can't fit it, don't put it on. If you can't breathe in it, don't. If you can't bend over and if you can't bend over and not see butt crack, you're good. If you got a huge muffin top because the jeans are too tight, either get a girdle or some bigger jeans. I don't know, but make sure you're not making other people uncomfortable either. Because that's a lot of people have that problem. They're very confident in their weight. They will wear anything a skinny person will wear. But then you have to understand it's not appropriate in certain environments. In certain classes of, lifestyle, you cover it up, you dress it nice, and you don't really expose it or flaunt it. You know what I mean? Just like most people don't expose or flaunt their skinny bodies or whatever, their normal bodies. So, yeah. So, let me look. If you wear leggings, make sure they're not see-through. You shouldn't be wearing leggings to a five-star restaurant. You should be wearing pants that are fitted. You should be wearing a dress. You should be wearing things like that. You shouldn't be wearing leggings unless it's like under a skirt that goes with a nice outfit. You know, if you're out on a date, try to do better than leggings. That's all I'm saying. You know, if you ever look at movies with like, you know, the rich, classy people, they're not in stuff like that. They always have tailored pieces, well-fitted dresses, you know, nice heels, you know, well put together hair, you know, stuff like that. That's what you want to aspire to. Why? Because, you know, that's the type of man you're going to attract. The men that go for women like that. You know what I'm saying? They want a wifey type or a classy lady type so that they can take her to parties, dinner parties, galas, fundraisers, and stuff like that. They can't take you there if you're looking crazy. Okay? And a lot of times that's what they want to take. They want to take a classy, cute girl that can impress their peers, not something that's standing out. Okay? And the only reason you should be standing out is because of your beauty. What about showing stomach like 2 inches? It's, I mean, think about this. Do you see classy ladies showing 2 inches of stomach at dinner, at restaurants, at galas and stuff like that? If you do in your area, if you go out in your area and you see that on classy ladies who are well taken care of, dating rich men or, you know, well-to-do men or men who don't expect them to contribute anything to, you know, to finances. If you're seeing that in the areas that you're hanging out, then that's appropriate for your area because everywhere is different. I don't know if that's not how it is where I live, but if that's how it is where you live, then whatever's appropriate for that lifestyle, that class, that circle, then great. Mhm. Mhm. We men want to see cleavage, not stomach. Okay. I only wear leggings to lounge in, to work out in, um, to run errands in. I don't wear them out, you know, because, and if I wear leggings to lounge in, I have a really cute top on that's long and covers my butt. I wear nice cute boots with it, jewelry. I dress it up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I don't just wear them as part of my everyday daily outfit. Now, I know a lot of people that do, but jeggings at least are better than leggings. Those tight slacks now that they make that look that feel like leggings, but they're slacks and they're structured are even better. You know, you can get away with that. Mhm. Mhm. So that's a good sports bra. If you work out at a gym and you need a good sports bra, Victoria's Secrets has the best sports bra that I've ever seen because it's a push-up bra and it has a zip thing and you can zip them up and hold them down. Um, so I would suggest those. Go to the Victoria's Secret store and get you a good workout bra. Um, also, your undergarments, yes. Don't wear bras that are old, that don't pull your stuff up to where they're supposed to be. I've seen women with boobs down to here. And it's not because you need a boob lift, it's because you need a bra, a better bra, okay? Invest in your bras because that makes your whole outfit look totally different. You know, don't skimp out on them. Go to Victoria's Secrets, go to Soma, wherever you can get a bra that fits you, and pull it up, pull the strap all the way back so that you're up here, not down here. Okay, so that makes a world of difference in how you look and how your weight is distributed and how small your waist looks. You know, so make sure you're not wearing this saggy old bra from 1982 or 2010. Go get you a new bra every few months. Every like 6 months you should have a new bra. Okay? So, yeah. And teeth. Okay, we can talk about teeth. I love coffee. I love tea. I don't have the whitest teeth. If you don't have the whitest teeth and you just try, wear some red lipstick or a lipstick that does not make your teeth look even worse. Okay, if you're wearing browns and light pinks and you got yellow teeth, it's gonna look worse. Okay, if your teeth are not the whitest, wear red or like berry colors. Okay, um, yeah. Okay. I've done on my beauty channel, Ashura Star. I've done so many hauls on classy clothes from thrift stores, Marshalls, Ross, stuff like that. You can get name brand clothing for super cheap at like Goodwill Select. Goodwill Select sells like designer brands, okay? You can get at Ross, Marshalls, things like that, okay? And when they have the sale, you can get it real. You can go to Plato's Closet and get all the nice designers and the latest fashion for a fraction of the price. You know, you can shop online if you're a certain size and get stuff from China. I can get stuff from China, but it's like, it's a hit or miss, But what I'm saying is you have to do the research. That's what I'm saying. Do you really want to get to that next level? You need to put in work. Okay. Now, how to fit in, make sure you're not the loudest one there. I know in some cultures, loud is normal, but it's not in other cultures. And if you're in a predominantly, Caucasian or white environment, they're not screaming unless they're in like a bar getting drunk. But if you're in a nice restaurant, if you're sitting at a restaurant bar, if you're at a gala, and no, none of that. Okay? No, and not even on the phone. Well, I heard he said, "Let me call you back, girl." No, none of that. That's not proper etiquette. But like, do it at home. Don't do it in public. Okay? That's what I say. Be that at home, but when you get out into public, it's, oh, I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm really busy right now. Or don't even answer. Just send it to text message, and text, I'll call you back. But make sure the environment that you're in is how you need to be acting. Okay? I have seen it, y'all. We have been out in nice places and you can hear them coming a mile away. Okay? Oh, I know who's gonna walk in now, And yes, they're having fun. Yes, they're having a good night out with their girls, but they stick out like this, sore thumbs. Okay? Especially, in nice areas. I go to the Galleria, and you'll see, people walking, with their Nordstrom bags, with their Louis Vuitton bags, and then you'll see a group of girls come around the corner, and they'll be like in sweatpants, jogging pants, and flip flops, and talking super loud, and that's not appropriate for that environment. It's just not, and people will judge them and look at them and say, low class. They might have money. They might, own this store and that store or this and that, but no one will ever acknowledge it. So remember, if you want to fit into that certain lifestyle, level up, be comfortable in 5-star restaurants, nice upscale bars, be taken seriously by men with real money, then you have to level up to that next level of class. And if you just want to use them and dump them real quick, it doesn't matter. Okay? But a lot of women have trouble getting that second and third date because of this. So, you know, if you can't make it to date 2 or 3, it's probably something about you that does not fit in with this person, or they just weren't attracted to you, you know. Um, okay. And let's talk about speech. Practice talking. Okay, I have done some consultations with women that use like every 3 words. Okay, like he was he was like there, and like he was like over there, and he was like doing this, and he was like okay, like no, uh-huh, like no. Like if I would always say like in my videos, y'all would like cut me off. Like seriously, like if every other word was like, y'all would like click off the like. Y'all would click the dislike. Like really? Like for real? Stop doing that. Okay? It's stupid sounding, it's unattractive, and it's not cute. It makes you look dumb. And they're not going to introduce you to their like friends when you type like, hi, my name is like this is this, and it's really nice to like meet you. Like, what do you do? Like, for real? You know, no, they're going to be like bye. So practice on that. If you use like, record yourself. Record yourself talking on the phone to somebody, like, and don't be aware of what you're doing, and then go back and listen to yourself. If you said like 50 times, then stop. Okay? Practice speaking like an intelligent human being. Okay? I'm just going to tell y'all straight up. Some of y'all sounded, you know, on the phone like you didn't even graduate junior high. I'm sorry. Did y'all take speech class? Did y'all have to get up in front of the class and read? Were you required to do anything with speaking? Like for real? Because I know in high school they made me get up and read and speak and write and things like that. I don't know what school y'all went to, but in my school they made me do that, you know? So if they didn't care about that, and if they let you get out of high school without being able to form a proper sentence, then perhaps you need to teach yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's true. You know, a lot of famous people, they don't know how to speak proper English. They get with a trainer. They get with a trainer and a speech person to teach them how to speak, how to articulate, how to do this, how to do that. You know, like Beyonce. Beyonce came out, and she still kind of slips up sometimes. And Wendy Williams was talking trash about her and stuff like that. And I slip up and I talk like, you know, how I want to talk when I'm like really passionate about something, yes. But when I'm in a certain environment, gotta switch it up. You know, someone told me I sounded fake, and I was like fake on my video when I was with James. I was like, yes, I'm supposed to sound fake when I'm being fake. Okay, they don't know my fake if they don't know my real. So only you know it's fake because you know my real. Get it? So there's times to be fake. There's times to be proper. There's time to be yourself. There's times to wear leggings. Okay, and there's times not to. So you got to know when to do that. Okay, you can't do that around doctors, lawyers, you know, surgeons and things like that, judges. You can't be like that around them. You can be like that around, you know, mechanics, blue collar, you know, stuff like that. But when you're really trying to get that serious money, you can't be like that. So y'all keep talking about Cardi B, yes, but she made her money off of that. She made her money off of ratchetness. She wasn't trying to get it by dating higher class men, going to nice restaurants, you know, trying to become someone's wife. That was her gimmick. You know, her ratchetness is her gimmick. It's not going to work if you're trying to go hang out with millionaires and, you know, in the real world. So, you know, even thousandaires, even high six-figure heirs, whatever you want to call them, they're not going to stand for that either, because you're going to make them look bad. And you're supposed to make them look good, you know? Okay. So I'm going to look. Apart from speaking properly, what other conversation is best to discuss with social environment and work friends to fit in? Pick a topic that you're kind of passionate about, but that's not political or religious, and have some little known facts, have some, current events that might tie into it, and things like that. For example, if I were talking, if I were in a room full of gentlemen, lawyers, doctors, da 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 da, and they turn to me and they say, "Oh, so what are you? You haven't been talking. Let's hear from you, young lady. Da 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 da. Tell us about yourself. Da da da." I would be like, "Oh, I really have a passion for blah 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 blah. I really have a passion for, photography, or make up something like artsy. I really have a passion for, gardening. I really have a passion for cooking. I really have a passion for, you know, um, reading poetry or something stupid like that. No, no. I really have a passion for, um, artwork and interpreting art. Get something that's not so threatening, but not so shallow. Okay, something that they can talk about. Okay. Oh, I have a photography piece you would love in my house. It was by Ansel Adams, or some famous photographer, and you would love it. Now you got a reason to go visit them. Okay. Oh, you like abstract art? What do you think about Picasso's such and such? What do you think about that piece? Because I have an opinion about that, and I want to know if that's you share that opinion. No. Oh, this is what I think it means. La, la, la. And know what you're. Study art if you're going to talk about art. Study all the classic pieces. Or if you like music, talk about music. I really love classical music or jazz. Pick jazz because a lot of people like jazz. Okay. But find something that you can talk about with passion and you have some knowledge about. And if you don't know something and they ask you, oh no, enlighten me. Now they're teaching you something and you're still seeing, like you fit in, you're interested, they want to, and to get into the conversation with you. You're talking about art, you're talking about, fine things that people, with wealth and class flock to. So that's what you need to study. Things that, people with wealth and, a little money to spend are interested in. Because once you have the cars, once you have the clothes, once you have the jewelry, once you have the house, then you start collecting things of value or studying things of value like artwork, like photography, like music. You start getting into the arts of life. You get to enjoy the things of life that most people don't get to because they're too busy struggling and working. Okay, so they get to enjoy travel. They get to enjoy music, fine foods, nice places, things like that. So get into those things so that they think that you know and fit in, and then you're not going to stick out from a sore thumb, and you're not going to look crazy at some hors d'oeuvres because, oh, that's nasty. What is that? I don't eat that. Start eating different foods. Start trying new foods, okay? Because as soon as somebody brings out some type of gourmet dish that looks weird to you, they're going to look at your reaction. I wonder what she's going to look like when I order this. Somebody tested me like that on a date, but I sure did eat it, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get jellyfish. I'm like, okay, I've never had jellyfish. I'm excited. I ate that jellyfish. It tastes good. It had a bunch of soy sauce on it, hoisin sauce. It was, Japanese, but it was good, and I ate it, and they were impressed that I didn't say, ooh, I ain't eating that. Ooh, So it tastes good to me. Tastes just like calamari or something. Actually, it's a little bit less chewy than calamari. So You got to be able to fit into their world. You got to be able to impress them without outdoing them. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to hold a conversation with proper grammar, English. You got to be able to fit in so they feel comfortable taking you around other people and things like that. Okay? If you go to a five-star restaurant and you don't feel like you fit in, if you go to a really nice bar on the really upscale side of town and you feel like you don't fit in, like I always say, start in the middle. Go to somewhere that's middle ground. Work your way up, okay? When you're too good for the middle ground, then you're ready for the five-star, okay? When you can eat stuff off the menu at the middle bar or the middle restaurant that you will have never tried before, you're ready for the upscale places. Because sometimes these guys like to take charge. Do y'all remember that movie Pretty Woman where they had ordered the stuff already and they had to eat snails, escargot, and all this stuff that she had no idea what it was, but she sat there and tried to eat it, even though she was looking crazy. But, you know, she did try to prepare herself, you know. She went down and said, teach me how to eat with these utensils. She didn't just show up and pick it up with her hands, you know. She tried, at least tried to prepare. At least she tried, you know. Went to someone for help. You know, she didn't know what to buy shopping. She went to a lady for help. Look, help me. I don't know what to wear. I wear ratchet clothes and I'm a hooker. You know, help me. So, as long as you know that you're not, you know, as long as you know that you don't fit in and you need to improve and you're always looking for ways to improve yourself, great. I'm always improving. I'm a constant work, okay? I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there. And I feel like everyone else should too. You should always be evolving to your next level. You always should be leveling up. Always. Like, in 10 years from now, I want to be like, you know, Stepford wife maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, I can pull that off now, but it's a lot of work. You know, it is a lot of work to put in when you have kids and stuff like that. But at least try to do it once or twice a week. Dress up really classy, dress up nice, and get used to it. You don't have to do it every day. Just start off with once a week, twice a week. See how you feel, you know. Go to a place when you're in your classy attire. Something you might never wear. Something, ooh, that looks old ladyish. No, it just looks classy. It doesn't look slutty. You know, look for ways to make it look modern or youthful if you're young. You know, add some youthful accessories. Add some youthful colors to it. You know, things like that. So, go and hang out somewhere with your classy attire or your sexy classy attire and see the difference. Make sure your hair is classy and you just didn't throw on a wig and it looks like your hair, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't look ratty, like, you know, and it doesn't look unwashed or, you know, thick up here and thin straggly down here. Don't do that, because if you're walking into a place, you need to have, if you're walking into a really nice environment, your hair needs to be fresh. Either go buy a new wig and pluck it or whatever, or get your hair done. Don't be coming in there looking ratchet with this thick, ratted hair stuff, okay? I've seen it. I have. And don't come in there with hair down to your knees either, okay? Don't do it. Okay. If you have short hair and you already know the type of place that you're going to, the type of men that are there don't like short hair, go find a wig with medium to long hair if you want to get attention, okay? Don't go up in there saying, oh, they're going to like me for who I am. You know, no, they're not. They're men. They don't ever like you for who you are, okay? So remember, if you're out and about and you're trying to freestyle and you're trying to get men to approach you and things like that, yes, you can go in looking like that, but remember, they might talk to you, they might buy you a drink, but they might not call you. They might not take you around their peers because you don't fit in, okay? So yes, you can be confident in, you know, your short hair, you know, all you like, or the hair that you have on your head. If that's not what they really like and that's not what's going to fit into their peer group, they're not going to bring you around them. You ever heard of guys dating in secret? They'll date you in secret. You'll never meet their friends, their family, their coworkers. They'll never take you out to the nice places. It's always going to be out of town, on the outskirts of town. Oh, I know this nice place. It's about an hour away. I'm going to drive, Yeah, they'll take you out there. But they're not going to take you out where they hang out if you don't look impressive to their peers, okay? So, should I do ombre here? No. I mean, think about it. What you're going for, like, it just depends on what you're going for. If you're going for guys that, if you're going to an environment that's common in, fine. But if you don't see anybody with ombre hair in these places I told you to scope out to where you can feel comfortable freestyling for wealthy men, don't do it. Because you look good with blonde hair and other colors, but I'm not going to wear that out into a 5-star restaurant. I'm not wearing a blonde wig out there. I'm not wearing a blonde wig to a gala. I'm not going to wear a blonde wig to, a conference in a hotel of doctors. I'm not doing that. Why? Because A, they know that my hair is not blonde. B, if they want a woman of color or, someone that's going to fit into their circle, it's not going to be a black woman with a blonde wig. I promise you. Okay? So, no, I'm not going to wear my blonde wig to any of those places because it's not appropriate. If I'm going to the club, I will wear a blonde wig. If I'm going to a bar on, with people that make 6 figures or under, I can wear a blonde wig there because I don't care. But when I go somewhere where there are potential millionaires, guys making over 6 figures, people that are looking to have a long-term relationship or partnership with somebody, I'm not wearing a blonde wig, okay? I'm probably either going to wear my real hair or something that looks like my real hair, okay? And I always say this to women, there's only certain black women that look good with blonde hair. They almost look like Beyonce or lighter, okay? I don't even pull off blonde well with my skin tone, okay? This is my skin tone, okay? I have lights shining on me. This is my skin tone, okay? I don't pull blonde off that well. It doesn't look real, okay? It looks like inappropriate in certain areas. So that's what I'm saying. But if you can get away with the blonde wig and getting the things that you want, if you're getting, invited out to galas, to parties and stuff like that, meeting their friends, great. If it works for you, great. But I'm just saying the majority, it's not going to work for, okay? I'm just being honest with you. If you want to level up, you have to listen. You can't go get a blonde wig, platinum blonde wig, and, and go to a classy place and not think that you don't stand out. Okay, that's the first thing they look at. That would be like a white lady walking into some place with an afro or some dreadlocks into an all-black club or, a lounge or something. That's the equivalent. Some guy might approach her. They might think it's cool and stuff like that, but it's not. It's not appropriate. So, yes, blonde wigs are fun. They're fun. You can wear them to certain places, but you can't wear them to certain environments and places where you're trying to level up at, okay? Stick to your natural hair color if you can. Like my natural hair color is about to be gray in a second, but for now it's this color, and this is what I work with for the majority of the time. So I think women should do the same. You know, if you want to do something different, use your face, makeup. You know, do a different blush, do a different eyeshadow. Um, but don't try to wear some crazy colors and think that you're gonna fit in. Hmm. And someone says I like browns and low lights. Brown, it just depends on your skin tone. Like if you're Tyra Banks, you can pull off brown. Okay. If like if you're her skin tone, you know, you can pull off brown if you're, you know, darker skin. But if you're a little darker than her, it's gonna look still might as well be blonde. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone can wear that. Think about this, okay? Think about most movies when they cast black actresses. Do you see them most? Do you see most of those women in blonde wigs? Think about this. Think about all the actresses that they cast in movies, black actresses. Do they give them brown or blonde wigs? No. Why? Because to the majority, it is not appealing. So they're going to give them dark brown hair or black hair unless they're super, super light. They're going to give them the brown or the blonde with the dark roots or something. Okay? They're not going to go and put a straight up blonde wig on a main character who happens to be a black woman. They're not going to do that. Okay? You shouldn't do it either. So, yeah, entertainers are different, you know. They have to switch their style up. They have to reinvent themselves to stay relevant. Because if they don't, people get bored with them. That's their job. They're already either married or anybody will die to be with them, okay? But I'm talking about the real world, here, you know, where if you walk past, you know, the governor or the mayor in a five-star restaurant and you look, and you have on this big old blonde wig and rainbow outfit, you're going to look out of place, okay? So class it up 100% and you will see 100% improvement in the type of men and the type of dates and the number of dates that you get. You can still be classy and sexy. You can be classy and show a little cleavage. You can be classy and show a little leg. You can be classy and still look good and sexy. But you can't be ratchet and classy. Don't mix. Hmm. Okay. So, and nail style depends on your profession, what you do, where you live, and your activities. Okay. Most people with these long, pointy, ratchet nails, do you know the first thing men think when they see those? And I'm gonna tell you because I've asked. How do you wipe your butt? How do you wipe your butt? That's what they ask. Look at those nails, man. How does she wipe her butt? That's just nasty. And they're unclean. You know, the shorter the nail. If you're gonna get fake nails, don't get them super long. You know, that's good on Instagram, but not in real life. Okay? If you're young and 20 something, yeah, get it out of your system while you're young and have fun. But when you're trying to, you know, get married and level up, or, you know, have a serious relationship with somebody that, you know, has potential as a husband or, you know, a long term, you're going to want to tone it down, okay? So I type a lot. My nails can't be pointed, okay? They can't. I do other things. I do kids' hair. I can't have pointy nails, okay? I do so many things with my hands. I can't have those nails, even if I wanted them. They would just break. So, you know, I can't fasten my bracelets or my necklaces with them long ratchet nails. You know, I can't do it. So I don't keep them. I keep them at a certain length, and I will get them cut the next time I go, and I can't keep them long. You know, but think about this, ladies. What's going on in their mind? I know we like a lot of stuff. I know it's cute. I know this. I knew that. I know it's trendy. I know everybody on Instagram is doing it. But go look at those housewives that drive Range Rovers. Go look at those housewives that are shopping at the mall. They don't have all that stuff. Okay? The ones at work, the ones in Panera going like this on the screen, the ones at McDonald's going like this on the screen, the ones at Walmart going like this on the register, they got them. Okay? The ones that's trying to get money out the register like this, they got them. Okay? That's who got the nails. The workers. Okay, y'all know how Cardi B call them the workers. That's who has those type of nails. So remember, you don't want that. Okay? Or if somebody asks for help and you can't help them because your nail's too long. Mommy, can you help me with this? I can't open that up, my nails. Like a handicap, like, you know. So, oh, you know, Mom, can you fill out this form for me? I need a form for school. Okay, hold on. You know. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on, I got a text real quick. This is how y'all be texting on the phone. You know. It's not cute. You know, and imagine if you're out, you know, with a really high class man and you're sitting there trying to text on the phone and you're like, you know. and he gives you something and you can't pick it up from the table because your nails are too long. You're like, you know, trying to give you your money, can't even get it. Anyway, I've seen women with nails like that. So remember that. I mean, it may look good on Housewives. It might look good on Instagram. It don't look good in the real world. You know, unless you're that 20-something, y'all still in the club and you don't care. You're not trying to get married. You're just trying to have fun and have a cute, you know, ratchet manicure. Great. I did that. Been there, done it. Okay. But in the real world, this or shorter is functional. Okay. Okay, and when when you're trying to pay, when you're trying to swipe a credit card with them nails, it's like, hold on, let me put my chip in. Hold on, let me get my card out my wallet. You know, that's how y'all look crazy. Okay? So, and then, when you scratch your weave or your wig, you do like, your finger be way up here wiggling because your nail's so long. It just look like this. That's how you have to scratch. So, don't do it. If you're already married, you got a bunch of kids, and you well taken care of, yes, you can do it because it's fine. You got what you intended to get. Now do what you want. Okay. Okay. After you marry, after you have kids, after you secure the bag, get your ratchet nails back. But up until then, and if your husband doesn't like them and he stops taking you out, and you wondering why, it's probably the nails or the hair that you decided to do. Okay. Okay. I almost shook a hand and homegirl had food under the nail. Yeah, you don't know what's under them. And like when you shake people's hand, you can't grab it like this because you'll cut them. You have to go like this. When you shake hands, you have to go like this. You have to grab it like this. You can't even shake hands right. You gotta go like this. Okay. Um, think about all the things that you look weird doing because of them crazy ratchet nails. Okay. Um, and a lot of women don't realize it, but sometimes you look strange doing certain things with these nails. So that might also make you stand out like a sore thumb in certain environments. You know. So keep that in mind. Um, Also, your foundation color. You know, everybody has a good match these days in makeup. You know, you can find your color. If you're dark and you keep trying to put like too much highlighter on, and you in real life it doesn't look like it look on pictures. Okay, it just look weird in real life. So stick to um, foundation that matches your skin. Yeah, you can go a little bit on the a little bit lighter on the highlight and the concealer, but don't go overboard. I've seen girls out that just went overboard, and it just in real life it don't look right. Okay, on pictures it looks beautiful, but in real life when you're face to face with somebody, it looks weird. Some stuff is only made for Instagram and the camera. Okay, you can't wear that out for real sometimes. You gotta be like, you know, they'll be like, what is that line on her face? What is that? You know, why does she have like an L on her nose? You know, they can see that. You can blend all you want, but they notice. A man can see that on your face. So try to go natural, not natural makeup, but blend really good. Don't overdo the makeup. Don't don't overdo the brows. Do a nice lip color. Do some blush, eyeliner, you know, stuff like that. But don't come out looking like Instagram in real life. Okay, because it looks weird in real life. I've been to a bar, a club, and I've seen women that did the Instagram look, and it's pretty on camera, but in real life it don't look. It just looks a little bit like you're trying too hard, you know, and doesn't fly well in certain environments. In the club, yes, you can get away with it. In a classy place, at a gala, at stuff like that, it doesn't fly. You stand out, and you will feel uncomfortable if you got these crazy eyebrows and it's like airbrushed right here in the middle, and they're this close, and everyone else looks like they just have hair and filled it in. You're gonna look out of place, you know. If you got them long, someone's talking about lashes. If you got them long lashes and they're glued on wrong and they're this long, you know, it's gonna look off because they don't wear them. You know, they barely wear it. So get you some good mascara. You know, if you're doing too much to fit into this type of environment and you're standing out like a sore thumb, then tone it down. Go find a look that you're comfortable with, that you look good in, but you're not standing out in. Okay. So, do y'all have any questions? Black Orchid by Tom Ford. Black Orchid. Should you wear jewelry if you're broke? Don't wear real jewelry if you're broke. Wear like costume jewelry that accent your outfit. Not like you're not trying to bling up for, you know, like this type of stuff, or, you know, something simple that doesn't cost a lot. You know, just something that makes your outfit look cute and pulled together. Accessories, I call them. You know, if you're gonna wear gold and silver and diamonds and stuff, and you're trying to get money from someone, they're gonna be like, I'm not giving you any money. Look, you got diamonds and stuff like that. You know, earrings is fine. Everybody has diamond earrings. That's easy to get. But if you're wearing diamond necklaces, tennis bracelets, rings everywhere, no. Okay. If you're gonna have one piece, choose one nice piece of jewelry, and that's what you wear. Don't wear a nice ring though. Either nice earrings or a cute necklace, but that's it. Don't overdo the jewelry unless it's like, don't overdo jewelry at all. But, you know, accessories. Accessorize, don't put a bunch of jewelry. Thank you. Yeah. Someone just said that people embrace the drag culture and as far as makeup, and that's correct. That's true. You know, prior to the whole contour phenomena, I didn't contour at all. I never contoured a day of my life. I didn't know what contour was until I seen a drag queen do it. It makes a lot of difference on camera, and it makes your face look slimmer and more cut and chiseled. Yes, but don't overdo it. Like if you ever watch those makeup tutorials with classy ladies, they don't do that heavy contour. They do a bronzer, a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of bronzer. They don't go, okay, a little like bronzer. You know, that's what they do. They don't draw all these lines in and cut and chisel and do plastic surgery with makeup. They don't do that. Um, I'm not saying not to do it because it makes a lot of difference. It's, especially if you're not chiseled in your face. But blend it well and use a color that's not so crazy. Don't do it too dark and don't do it too red or something like that. Make sure it looks natural. Like mine looks pretty natural. Mine doesn't look like I got too happy with it, but just today I was having lunch and this WW white woman introduced everyone to her husband except me. I deal with on the regular. Well, if you could be, if you were the most classy, well put together woman in that group, you would have gotten introduced. Think Robin Givens off of Boomerang. Think Kerry Washington on Scandal. Okay? Think like that when you go out amongst peers or in environments with certain people. Because in order for you to fit in, you have to actually almost be like those girls that I just mentioned. Well put together, very classy, very ladylike, very feminine, very approachable, very what's a good word? Cultured. Okay. Someone says being Gabrielle Union, da da da. All right. And maybe she didn't introduce you to her husband because she didn't want him to be uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know who you are. I'm not trying to put you down. But do you speak like proper English? Were your clothes nice? Did you look appropriate? Did you fit into the environment? Were you different than anyone? Like, was there something just about you besides your color that was not up to par? Okay, if someone says, think about the newscaster look. Exactly. Let me tell y'all, I went on seeking arrangements for my group to show them how quick you can get paid and arrangements and stuff. I went on there classy, very classy, very classy. I didn't go on there showing stuff. I didn't go on there ratchet. I went on there very classy with like a scarf on and like a shirt up to here, looking like I'm out and about drinking coffee. I had a picture like that. Then I had a photo like just looking real classy. I got so many hits, and they weren't trying to speak to me in a sexual way either. You know what I'm saying? Because I was too they would be ashamed because I look like I'm not having it. Okay? I look like you got to approach me the correct way, and never talk to me outside of appropriateness. That's how you get treated when you look super classy. In any environment, they will not go straight to the sex if you look like first lady material newscaster material, you know, stuff like that. They won't even go there because they respect a lady. Okay? Now, if you're trying to get them to go there because you want something from them and you want to trick them, of course, by all means, show it. You know what I'm saying? But if that's not your goal, then class it up. You know, a lot of women are saying, I can gold dig, but eventually I want something real or serious or long term. I want to get married to a rich guy. I don't want to just gold dig for the rest of my life. You know, it's fun. I can build my business. I can get paid. I can stack my money. Yes, great, great, great. But then eventually, I want to marry up. I want to drive that Range Rover. I want to go to Starbucks. I want to chill. I want to shop. You know, all day. I don't have to worry about anything. Or I want to increase my business or hire people to run my business while I do all those things. I want to do that one day, okay? So this is how you get there. You have to class it all the way up. Not some of the way. All the way. Now, when I met James, I was classy because I didn't have a choice. I had to wear suits. I had to wear suits every day. Every day. That's all my wardrobe was. When you're a mortician, you wear suits. Pantsuits, skirt suits, cute tops, heels, you know, hair had to be professional, jewelry had to stay professional, makeup couldn't be crazy. So I already looked like that because of my job, you know. That's why he approached me, because I was classy. You know, I had button, silk, a satin top with jacket, you know, skirt, you know, stockings and heels. Hair was longer. I had just like some diamond stud earrings, makeup probably looked like this. I had on red lipstick, and just nails were short because you can't have long nails as a mortician because you can't embalm. No, you can't. So short nails, clean cut, clear or red. That's what I had. He walked right up to me. You know, he knew I did something. He knew I was classy. He knew I was on his level. So he started speaking to me. He tried to use big words and impress me because he knew I knew what they meant. Okay, so that's how it is. You know, I didn't even have t-shirts back then because I was like always wearing a suit, always wearing like formal clothing, and so that's what got me my husband, because I didn't have a choice, because that was my uniform at work. You know. And whenever I would work a funeral, I would get so many millionaires, so many rich dudes, so many people at the funeral coming on to me because, oh, you look very nice. You look very put together and professional and classy and da da da. They like the classy look, yes, but they don't like women who can boss up on them or, you know, out earn them. They just like the look. They like the look. They don't like that, okay? So remember that. So, someone says I didn't start with, oh, I know who you are, you're in a group. Didn't wear blonde wigs until after she was married. Me too. I didn't even wear a wig until a couple years ago. Like, I never even bought a wig. But, and I just really started wearing wigs 2 years ago, like, for fun, you know. So, just because I was lazy and didn't want to get on hair. But, that's true. Do all that stuff after you get married. After you got the deal, then you can relax. Then you can chill. After you get the deal, then you can chill. So, did my kids have school today? No, we're on vacation for Thanksgiving. You get a whole week out. Do I still use oud? Yes, of course. Do I smoke weed? No, I don't. And also cursing. If you curse a lot, stop. It's very unladylike, you know. If every other word is a curse word, you don't do it. They're gonna see you as trashy. Trash mouth. You can't curse. Gotta clean it up. hmm So, yep. So if you look the part, you're gonna get picked for the part. It's just like a role. If you look like a wife, you're gonna become a wife. If you look like you'll fit into their peer group and their environment, that's what they're going to choose. Now, you can say Kanye, Kim, they don't look like wife. Kanye is a rapper, okay? Rappers' wives don't look like surgeons' wives, okay? They just don't. They gotta have this, this, and that. That's their environment. Don't compare yourself to that environment unless you try to marry a rapper, okay? So think about it. Everybody's always comparing themselves to these other type of women, but they're in the entertainment industry. That's how they make their money, okay? They have to look like that. A rapper has to have a wife that can compete with this rapper's wife and that rapper's wife. You know what I'm saying? That's their scale. That's their environment. That's their class. That's their peer group. Your peer group that you want is over here that have white collar jobs, live in the suburbs, da da da. That's what you want. Okay? So that's what you have to go and study so that you can fit into that. Okay? Because they're not going to bring you in and you don't fit in. Okay? Or they'll try to change you. If they really, really like you, they'll try to hint around to, oh, you would look so much better with black hair. Oh, you would look so much better with, shorter nails. Or, oh, you look so much better in cotton. Okay, so they might hit around to it. Oh, you would look so much better with less makeup. Now, when they say less makeup, they don't mean no makeup. They just mean they don't want to see Instagram on your face. They just want to see enough color, some blush, a little liner, so that you look put together. Okay. Men don't know that much about makeup, so they don't know what a natural woman looks like versus what a woman who has too much makeup on. They say natural, they mean a natural makeup look. Okay. And always throw in a bold color every once in a while. When you feel like that. You don't always have to be nude and blah 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 blah, because that's not what natural means. Natural makeup means it doesn't look like a drag queen did it. Okay. How would a surgeon's wife look? Rich. She would look rich. She would have the best of everything. She would have a pulled together look. She would be clean cut. She wouldn't have a bunch of ratchet nails. She wouldn't have a bunch of jewelry on all at once. She would have a nice car. She would dress appropriately. She wouldn't show too much. She would probably have some cute, like, designer clothes, the latest fashion, whatever was out that season, designer. She wouldn't, she probably wouldn't have Instagram eyebrows. She probably has a brow lady. And we can all do better. I'm fortunate enough where, because the higher caliber your husband is, the more you gotta work too. The more you gotta work to look good. I'm lucky I'm not married to a surgeon or a judge or something like that, because then I would have to be like always looking good everywhere I went, every time, every day. I mean, I try, but I don't have to live up to those standards. I'm married to James. I still gotta represent him though. Like, when I go out with him, I can't be looking crazy with, sometimes, for fun, you go out with a different look. But when I'm around his peers, his peer group, his professional peers, or, things like that, I can't be all out of place, you know. Yeah, James actually knows the mayor of Houston, and I don't know if it was his wife that he was with, but he's like, oh yeah, the mayor brought his. I don't know if it's his wife or what, but she was young. She looked like you, um, where her hair was longer or something like that, and you know, she was real classy and gosh. Did she talk a lot? No, not really. But that's what I'm saying. I'm sure it was his mistress. I don't think that was his wife. I don't even know if he's married, but she didn't look ratchet. Everything was clean cut, classy, because that's who she's representing. You know, you got to represent your husband, you got to represent the lifestyle that you want, and you have to dress for it. In the environment that you're in, you have to be appropriate in it, and you have to be able to fit into it, and you can't stand out. If that means changing the way you speak, walk, wear your hair, wear your makeup, wear your nails, then that's what you got to do. Okay? Um, if you're gonna work against that, if you're gonna try to break the mold and the stereotype, you're just gonna be struggling and putting more obstacles and challenges in front of you, where the path could have been laid super easy and you could secure the bag like this. Okay, that's how a lot of women mess up. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I can't give up this, or I can't give up that. But you still working at McDonald's talking about you can't give up your ratchet nails in order to go freestyle at a nice place and not stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, go ahead. I'll take a number 8 with a Diet Dr. Pepper. No, I don't want to supersize it. My kids want 2 Happy Meals and hot mustard sauce, okay? So the main ones that's complaining about stuff is sitting there working minimum wage. Like, really? You gonna complain about classing yourself up because, ooh, I can't do that. I can't give up these ratchet nails, or I can't give up my green hair. Okay, I will take another number 8. I don't even know what a number 8 is, but okay. So don't tell me and don't think, oh, I'm not giving up this. You need to. You need to give it up if you want to get something else, you know. For example, you know, I don't say too much when I think someone is not up to par, or they should be improving, or they shouldn't be wearing that. I just said, well, what was his response? Like, this is what I looked like on the date. Well, what was his response? Well, he was really quiet, and he wasn't talkative like he was on the phone. You know, he was trying to hurry up, and, you know, he didn't call me afterwards. I said, why do you think that was? Well, I don't know. I was like, where did y'all go? Oh, we went to this real nice place. We went to a real nice place. She had all these boobs out. You know those lace tops that look like crisscross lace, like you tie up? She had all these boobs out in a lace top at a 5-star restaurant. That's why you didn't get called back. And her boobs were sagging. She had no bra. That's why you didn't get called back. That's why he was acting crazy. Because you was ratchet in a very nice establishment. And you made him look bad, like he hired a prostitute. That's why he didn't call you back. Okay? So if y'all are doing this type of stuff, think about it. You might look cute on Instagram and World Star, but over here, you look crazy, like a crack hooker, okay? And that's exactly what they're going to think. This man didn't hire a crack hooker escort. And then, please, sir, you can't come back here with your dates like that. No. Then they sent you back by the kitchen in the back where nobody can see you. Okay? So, stop. You go in there, you need to have a classy outfit on, at least to here. If you're going to show a little cleavage, just let it be a peek. A peek. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. Okay? Wear a heel or a kitten heel. Wear a nice fitted dress that's not super tight. If you got rolls, don't wear nothing bodycon. If you got rolls, don't wear a bodycon. If you got rolls, don't wear a bodycon. If you got rolls, don't wear a bodycon. Okay? I have to repeat it. If you have rolls, either get you one of them super girdles that will smooth out your rolls, or don't wear a bodycon dress. Okay? Get something that's tailored or that's forgiving, that's not gonna do all of that. Okay? If you have huge curves, don't wear stuff that makes you look like stand out so much. You know what I'm saying? If you have a big butt, don't wear a bodycon dress and walk into a five-star restaurant and your butt is this huge and it looks like somebody's getting ready to serve rump roast. Wear an A-line skirt that's fitted in the waist and a cute top, or whatever. Don't do that, because it just don't go in that environment. Yes, do it at the club. Yes, do it at this bar. Yes, 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 all of the above. Don't do it at this fine establishment. Okay? Okay. So don't, like, that's the main thing that these older guys and sugar daddies and wealthy men fear the most. Does the date they have look like a prostitute to their peers? Is their date so out of place and so out of class that people are going to think they're hookers? Probably. But see, the classy sugar babies or the classy younger women get picked quick. Why? Because they look like they belong. They don't look like a hooker. They look like, oh, I met him at the tennis club. Oh, I met him at the yacht club. Oh, I met him at the golf, out the golf range. Oh, I met him at the gym in my area. They don't look like I looked on Seeking Arrangements and found a ratchet chick who shops at, Fashion Nova and gets her eyebrow tips from Instagram. That's not what he's going to think. Okay, that's not what his peers are going to think. Oh, where did you meet her at? Oh, yeah, we met at the club, at the tennis club, or we met at such and such bar and grill on, this fancy, rich side of town street, whatever. Oh, yes, oh, we take our dogs to the same vet, or, oh, yes, something like that. They can introduce you like that. But when you come in with boobs out and crisscross and bodycon with rolls and green hair, they can't help you. They can't make no excuse for you. They can't even lie about how you met, because it's too obvious. Okay? So, it's easy to find doctors. They like to eat at nice restaurants. They like to do sports. Most of them have a hobby. It could be tennis, it could be golf, it could be, something like that. Yachting, blah, blah, blah. So, you could usually find them in fine grocery stores, like Whole Foods or something like that. You can usually find them, because they're really meticulous. A lot of them are really meticulous and picky. So, things like that. You can go to, a lot of people try to go to hospitals, but doctors are on to that. Okay? Go to places around the hospitals where they would go after work for like happy hour, or where they would go to lunch. You know what I'm saying? The medical center areas. Okay. I was a mortician. I used to see doctors every day because I had to get the death certificate signed. I used to have to go to hospitals daily. Okay, and it's like, okay, I brought this death certificate for you to fill out and to sign the cause of death and da 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 da. Make sure you don't make any mistakes, because this is the only copy. And then, da da da. Okay. Thank you, doctor. Go work for a funeral home to run errands. A lot of funeral homes need people to run errands, like to hospitals and to vital statistics and things like that, and clinics to get paperwork signed or to pick up stuff, that's how you can be doctors too. And you don't even have to be a nurse. You don't have to go to school for that. Just be funeral director's assistant. Okay, there you go. Meet lots of widowers that way too, with big insurance policies. So, yeah, I used to see doctors every day in my old line of work. That's because I was only used to dealing with like professional guys. I was always around funeral directors, doctors, insurance agents, you know, stuff like that in my line of work. So that's what I was groomed to hang around, to be around, to dress appropriately around, and it couldn't be extra. Couldn't do none of that. Like, we had a dress code, we had to stick to it. And every time I go to the vital statistics, every time I go to the doctor's office or whatever, who is that? Oh, hi, who are you? Oh, I'm here to get the death certificate signed. Oh, okay. You know, so there you go. That's how you meet them. And before I met James, I did date a doctor once. I don't know if I would count him as a doctor. He was like a chiropractor. So he had doctor in front of his name. He had his own practice, and he had a nice car. So I'm gonna count him. Yeah. So he was married though, y'all. So it wasn't gonna work out. Anyway, I think there's a difference in what type of woman a doctor wants just because they're different. Like I said, there's always exceptions to the rule, but the majority, we're going with the majority. The majority want that typical doctor's wife. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's appropriate, pretty enough, gonna fit in, gonna impress. Okay? If you're different and strange and a little off and you don't fit into their environment, they're not gonna take you nowhere. Can I tell you how to get rich black men outside of the entertainment business? A lot of them own firms. Go for attorneys. Go for people that have tax businesses. Go for lawyers, judges. Go for the jury system. You know, not jury system, the judicial system. There's a lot of them there. Believe it. Okay. Aim for the medical field. Aim for those type of environments. A lot of technology wise, there's a lot of them in technology. So aim for those type of professions, professionals. Hang around the energy corridor of your town, or where there's a lot of buildings and businesses. Hang around there at lunchtime, because they all go out to eat at lunch. They go out to eat at nice restaurants at lunch. They don't go drive through McDonald's. They go sit, get a menu, tell the waitress what they want, might have a cocktail, sit down and eat, because they don't get 30 minutes. They get an hour to 2 hours, or however long they need until they go back to their career. You need a career man. So most of the time it's going to be technology or law or tax. Accountants who own their own firm. Okay? Go for that. Pharmacy owners, etc., etc. Owners, not pharmacists, but owners. Okay. Right. Yeah, and also you got to know your city. Does your city have a high rate of successful black men? You got to look that up. If it's not, then you're not going to find none, or you're not going to find a lot. And I always tell people, if you live in a city that's too crowded and has too much competition, move. If you're serious about this life, move. You're not going to find what you're looking for in a crowded city full of beautiful silicone. You're not going to find what you're looking for in a city full of, skinny models. You're not. Okay? Go where you can get it. Okay? Just because that's where you're from or your family is, go meet somebody and bring them back. Okay? Go move somewhere for a year to 6 months. Relocate, find somebody, and bring them back. Move back. But move back to the nice area because y'all have money. Okay? Or get a second home there, or visit there often. But a lot of times, some people just need to move. I was lucky that I live here because there's lots of abundance here. Lots of people and jobs, and there's not a lot of competition with silicone here. Okay, so I'm good. Yeah, so maybe in LA or Miami, I'm probably not going to be able to do what I do in Houston. No, I won't. Too much competition. Not going to be able to do it. Not even going to be a bleep on the scale. So be smart. Look at yourself in the mirror. If you look decent and you live among plastic, get out of there. Okay? If there's too much competition, get out of there. Go to a small town where you look the best, or you look decent, or you look good. Okay. I'm reading some of these. Someone says, don't move to LA and don't move to Atlanta. Yeah, everybody thinks that these are the best places to find people. No, it's too much competition. Move to somewhere where there's not a lot of competition. Pick a state that has a nice wealthy area, but not a lot of competition. And find somebody. There's a lot of money in certain areas that's not one of the top 4 major cities. A lot of the East Coast states, not including New York, have a lot of wealth. A lot of the southern states have a lot of wealth. Okay, so get in where you fit in. By the water, coastal living, Martha's Vineyard, South Carolina, San Francisco, someone says. So, why is everyone in this day and age insulting black women? Well, in my opinion, because this is just my opinion, they view black women as unfeminine, ratchet, loud, demanding, what else? Inappropriate, over emotional, easily upset, all those things. And to me, all those things mean one thing to me: emotionally unbalanced because of high expectations of their partner. Okay, so the first thing why you're upset is because your partner, or the person that you want to be with, or the type of man you want to be with, won't fit your expectations. You already know that, so you come off mad anyway because you already know that they're not going to meet your expectations. So you're like, come on, hurry up and finish with this. Why are you wasting my time? I know you ain't gonna be able to do what I need you to do. I gotta listen to this crap. Keep going. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. You got 3 baby mamas. Okay, go. Next. Okay, we don't have time for it. Okay? The next reason we're loud is because you don't listen. You can't hear us. When we say no the first time, we're not interested in your broke self. You don't hear us. So we got to get loud because we think you can't hear. Okay? Or we're just loud naturally, you know. But like I said, there's a time and place for that. You don't be loud everywhere. Um, Self-hate. They think we hate ourselves because we got blonde wigs on our head. Could be, you know. Um, Another thing is, you know, after all those flaws that they tell us that we have, we still make more money than them and higher educated. So we can be all of that, but still better than them. So of course they will be mad, right? If you all those bad things but make more money than them, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna talk trash about them, right? So it is what it is. But if you're an emotionally balanced, well-mannered, appropriate woman who thinks before she acts and speaks, is strategic rather than emotional, those are the ones that are too good for them. You know what I'm saying? The ones that they can't get, the ones who are bougie, the ones who are better than them, the ones who will reject them. Okay? Those are the ones that they want, but the ones that they have to deal with, they're even more upset at them because they're not these other women. They're not the ones that are high class. So there's very little middle ground here for us. There's very little middle ground for us. We're either extra bougie, you know, or we're ratchet. There's no in between. Or, you know, we're a pick-me and, you know, don't wear makeup, you know, meditate with crystals and incense and join a cult. That's us. We're in three categories: hotep, bougie, or ratchet. Which one are you? I know I'm going for the bougie. I'm not trying to be anything in between. I'm going straight for the bougie because that's who gets treated the best. That's who get what they want in life. That's who have things to show for. That's who are not living in poverty and creating generational curses upon their entire, you know, families in the future. That's where I'm trying to get, you know. That's why I hope I am. But that's where I'm trying to level up and get my kids, okay? So the reason why they don't like or they talk about or they just mad is because the ones that they want, they can't have. The ones that they have to pick from, they don't want. And they're just frustrated, just like we are. It's the same thing. Okay? So be the bougie stuck up one they wish they could have. And if they become the man that we wish that they were, maybe we wouldn't have any problems. So level up so they can. That's what I keep telling the pick-me's. Level up so that the men can level up. The men follow behind the woman. The men chase the woman. The woman is up here. He got to come up here. He can't chase from way back here. Okay? If all women were bougie, men would have to level up. They would just have to. They would have to get on the bougie level too. They would have to, oh, I have to go get educated because I can't date someone like this. You know. There's no ratchets left. There's no pick-me left. All I got is this. And I need a woman. Okay? So I got to go level up. I'm going to school. This is my goal. Rap would turn into education. Oh, rap would turn into college courses, stuff that they had to memorize. You know, prescription medications and how much milligrams to give would be the next rap because they got to memorize this stuff. And, you know, that's what it would turn into. You know, they would level up high if they can't get a pick-me or a ratchet. So that's why I encourage women to be better than what they are, because eventually, you know, if there's more ratchets and, you know, pick-me's than there are bougie and classy, the men are gonna not have to level up at all, and they're just gonna be sorry excuses because the men chase the women, and if there's nothing to chase, and they just sit there, and the women beg them to pick them and don't need any standards, then that's what they're gonna settle for. But if they don't have a choice, and everyone is up here, they gotta climb. So that's why it's important for you to be the best you, so that you can create a better environment and a better place for kids and a higher standard for men themselves, you know. So when you do go into a nice environment and you do show up with your date or meet a date there, and you're not going to be embarrassed of them, you know. Say if you want to date a black guy and you try to take him to a classy restaurant, he might embarrass you. He might have his pants sagging and his Jordans on, trying to come up in there where, oh, you need a blazer, sir, you need a jacket. Oh, valet parking is $20. What? You know, you gotta level up. If you don't level up, they'll never level up. Mhm. Mhm. And I always say this: don't get pregnant by anyone unless they got money, real money, not pretend money, not potential money, real money. Okay. Mhm. Anyway, and please don't fall in love with potential. Oh, he's gonna be this. Oh, he's in this type of school. No, it don't matter. Does he have that paycheck? Because it's not guaranteed that he's going to get a job in that field. It's not guaranteed he's going to finish school. What is guaranteed is that you're going to waste your time on potential instead of getting someone who's already there and prepared to give you what you need. Okay? So keep that in mind. Stop falling in love with potential. You know, potential is nothing. All right? And besides, you're going to be the starter chick. They're going to dump you anyway and get the one that they really want later on when they got the money. Go for the ones that already got it. That way you know they really want you. Someone says, so I'm thinking about killing myself too. Well, my parents were just confirmed. My parents were just confirmed. Okay, I'm trying to go back and read their story. It's interesting. I'm in deep pain. I think it's a troll. Okay. Call the suicide hotline. Thank you. How do you get what you want out of a gym instructor? Why would you want a... I don't even waste my time thinking about stuff like that. Come on now. Everywhere I go, I'm ignored. I just noticed you, but I don't care. How do you identify a pick-me chick? Any woman who does not have high standards is a pick-me chick. Any woman who does not allow a man to fully pay for dates or, whatever. If they try too hard, if they try to be extra, if they're always calling, if they think they're in a relationship before the first date, that's a pick-me chick. If they're not a challenge, they're a pick-me chick. If they're looking for love versus stability and lifestyle, they're a pick-me chick. Okay? And I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Think about this. All the wealthy families, all the bougie people, they don't look for love. They look for stability and wealth to secure that line, that generation. They don't look for someone that they're just going to fall madly in love with. Oh, you just don't happen to fall madly in love with a rich surgeon. You just don't happen to do that. No, you just don't happen to do that. Okay. So they go more for lifestyle and what a man can do for them and how well they can take care of them and how well their family is going to be off if they marry. Okay? Pick-me's marry for love, ride or die. We're gonna make it. I'll get 3 jobs to support you if you lose your job. I'm gonna be there for you. I care about you. I will never put you on child support, even if you leave me, beat me, and go have 10 kids with somebody else. I will never. No, that's a pick-me. Okay, so don't be a pick-me. How do I keep my man interested? He takes good care of me right now. I feel like he's infatuated with me. Well, you got to make sure that nobody else can do what you do. That means it in every department. Okay, figure it out. I'm reading the question. Um, I see black couples, but how many of those black couples do the men actually have the means to be an amazing provider? You gotta go. That's why I say you gotta level up. Think about this. If you're bougie, high class, just too good for everybody, you're gonna have a friend and go, oh, I know the perfect person for you. I want you to meet Lionel. You gotta meet Lionel. You would be perfect with him. You know, your friends are gonna find them for you. I, oh my God, this guy, I want to introduce you. You know, you would make a perfect girlfriend for him. You know, your little coworker friends. Yes, yes. He's in accounting. He's the CFO of such and such over there. Yes, you need to bump into him today. Okay, so usually he goes to Starbucks about 4 o'clock. Um, so I always see him there because I go there. And you need to come with me today, girl. You know, they will find you that man if you are on his caliber. But if you ratchet, they're not going to introduce you to Lionel at Starbucks because that's not how he rolls. Okay? So make sure you're always super classy. Even if you're not around, you know, these type of people, other people know them. You know? They will oh, you will be perfect with my friend. Let me introduce you. Okay? And you don't have, like someone says there's a total myth that you have to be perfect to date, keyword date, a white man or a married one. No, you don't have to be. There's plenty of black women where I live that's married to white men, but they're very classy, very bougie, very Martha Stewart. They're not perfect in looks. They're not beautiful, but they're super classy. That's why I say, if you don't have the looks, go for the class, because that's what they will go for over. If you're not beautiful, they will go for the class. If anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just like almost like the opposite of sexuality. It's like if you're very sexy and over sexual and stuff like that, and you're not as beautiful, they're still gonna date you, right? Same thing with classiness. If you're super classy but not as so beautiful, but you have perfect manners, everything is appropriate about you, you have this really great speech, you're very organized, you smile, you have good manners, you think you're pleasant to be around. A lot of men will choose that over super beautiful. And that might not be ugly, but it's appealing to them because that's what they like. That's what will fit into their environment. That's what will impress their mother or their sister or whoever they're trying to impress. You know what I'm saying? Um, because a lot of men also are really close with their family. And if you can't impress mom or big sis or aunt such and such with all that money that they're going to leave you when they die, they can't marry you. They can't bring you around their family. Can't bring you in their environment. You know what I'm saying? They will date you and stuff like that, but you'll never meet mama, daddy, auntie, such and such. You know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you think classy? You know, for me, it's just manners. It's just manners. You know, what's appropriate, what's appropriate, what's proper manners, what's not going to insult people, what's not going to make you look stupid. That's what classy is to me, and also an appropriate way and classic way of dressing, not super trendy, but appropriate, pretty, simple but elegant. You know, um, but this is just like I said, if you're trying to get that long-term husband type thing, you know what I'm saying? That has this type of lifestyle. I have someone that I know that has to be this way because their husband is that way. They weren't like that when they were not like that, girl. They were ghetto, bougie, and every type. Not bougie, but ghetto fabulous. Okay, ghetto. They was wearing hoop earrings, was big. Hair was crazy. But when they met that man, class it up. Wearing Lily Pulitzer, wearing them quilted purses, you know, um, stuff like that. So she, that's not who she was. When she gets around her family and her friends, she's ratchet. But when she gets around him, it's, you know. Okay. So, like I said, you don't have to become that. You just gotta act like it in front of those people, and da 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 da. Some people do that for lifestyle. It's all about for the lifestyle. A lot of these women you see, um, who are married to doctors and stuff, that's not how they really grew up. They might have had no manners at all, but they knew what they wanted and they prepared themselves for it. It's just like, in England where they have, the prince, and if you're gonna date the prince, you have to be prepared. You have to have manners. You have to take etiquette school. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, you got to do all that, or it's gonna look crazy because you don't fit into their class. So if you want to really be taken seriously by those type of men, go to YouTube, watch some etiquette videos, speak correct English, take the ratchetness off of your nails and your hair, and fit into the environment, be confident in the environment, and have a goal. My goal is to fit into this environment and have men approach me because I'm classy and I would make a good wife, not a good sex partner, not a fetish partner, not someone they take on the outskirts of town, you know, but because I would make a good wife. Mhm. So, because a lot of people have been asking me, oh, yeah, I want a wife, I want to be a wife, I want to be a wife, I just don't want to be a gold digger. I'm getting to that age where I'm trying to get married, okay? Help me. So I'm helping y'all. Some of y'all are walking around trying to be wifed up, but still looking like Sharkeisha, okay? You want to be wifed up by a classy man with a career that makes good money, black, white, Latino, Asian, whoever. Class it all the way up. Don't be in between. Don't ride the fence. Don't think you're unsure about it. You know, if your hair is holding you back, change it. If your makeup is holding you back, change it. If your clothes are holding you back, change them. Okay? If your speech is holding you back, improve it. Sorry, y'all. Work on it. Every day, they have, tutorials on how to, pronounce words. Blah, 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 blah. Practice. Pretend you're a newscaster. Okay? Those newscasters don't talk like that every day, all day. When they get up in front of they trained. Today, the weather's going to be like this, this, and that, blah, 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 When they get off, they're not talking like this. So, remember, and after a while, it's going to become a habit to, speak correct English when you're around certain people. When you're around other people, you can be more relaxed and talk however you like, Some people are raised in an environment where they never learn how to talk any other way except correct English, They don't know. They don't, like my kids, they laugh at me when I say silly words that are not in the English language, like gonna, finna, da da da, and they try to emulate it, and they sound silly doing it, because they can't even do it right, because they've been raised in the suburbs, and they only speak proper English. So when they try to talk with dialect and things like that, it doesn't even sound real. You know what I'm saying? So you can train yourself, you can train your mouth, you can train your tongue to speak correct English so that you can be taken seriously and classy. Okay? You can't look, okay, imagine Michelle Obama. And she looks classy, right? And when she opens her mouth, it's ratchet. Okay? You have to have it all. You have to have it all to get that type of, unless you have an accent, then you can get away with it. If you don't have an accent, like a foreign accent or something like that, you gotta work on your English. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Is 22 female too young to be taking advice from this channel? Should I be looking for potential? I met my husband at age 22. I was serious about mine. I was serious about my lifestyle. I had goals. Okay. This is how those women who are driving Range Rovers and Starbucks think. They start at your age, 22 or younger, to snag someone. Why? Because you got your full beauty, your full youth, and men like young women. Okay? So this is the perfect age to find a potential husband. Yes. If you play around too long, you fall in love, you get heartbroken, you get sinister, you don't have that innocence and zest of life and passion for men anymore because they done did you wrong, then they can kind of sense that in you, and your expectations change, and they don't feel like they can really, have this type of carefree young attitude woman anymore. So if you've already been in love a couple times, like in high school and early college, and dated a broke guy, I think you're ready to level up. But if you haven't done any of those things, if you haven't fallen in love, if you haven't had a real relationship, if you haven't experienced heartbreak, you need to experience that first before you start to try to find some type of husband. Okay? And like I said, if you marry for lifestyle versus love, that's the smarter decision. Okay? Because if you're not there yet mentally, then go fall in love a few times, go date, go have fun, go be 22, But when you're ready to level up to the husband, do not choose based on love. Okay? Base it on what they can do for you and what they can provide for your future children, generation, stuff like that. Because that's what really matters, That's what really matters. You can't be happy in a relationship if you're struggling. You can't be happy in a relationship if you can't make the ends meet, You can't enjoy your life if you're always struggling. You can't even enjoy life. You can't even see your kids or raise them. So don't let that blind you if you're looking for a husband now. If you're not, go fall in love a couple times, okay? That way you know what it is, what it feels like, how stupid it is sometimes, how vulnerable you can be, how weak you are when you're in love, how it feels, how good it feels, how bad it feels. And when you get all the feels out, then start thinking with your mind. Okay? So, I was ready at 22 because I was always around professional, older, rich men. I knew the lifestyle I wanted, and I wasn't going to settle. So, that's it. I have to plan. Make a plan now of what type of man you want, and only entertain those type of men. Okay? At what age does start to work against women? It just depends, because some women don't age bad at all, and some age super bad. I knew girls in high school with wrinkles. So, that all depends. Look at your mom, look at your grandma. Do they look old? Do they look older than they're supposed to? If they do, that means look at your dad's and your mom's side. If they look older than they're supposed to, then so you're going to age the same way. Mhm. How do we get the zest back of life in us? Freedom. Freedom. Not having to go work for someone every day, being able to sleep late and do what you want. That's how you get it back. Being taken care of. Or being so rich you don't have to do anything, or being well taken care of. That's how you get it back, because every day is a new adventure. Oh, what am I going to do today? I don't have anything to do. I'm wake up, take the kids to school. What should I wear? Where should I go? What should I buy? What should I eat? I don't know. All these new things that you can be doing. Oh, should I go to this mall today, or should I go to that nice one over there? Oh, should I go to Sephora, or should I go to Ulta today? Oh, what color should I get on my nails? Oh, what YouTube videos do I need to watch? What books do I need to read? That's how you get it back. Not when is the deadline, and am I going to be late to work, and when am I going to see my kids for more than 2 hours a night? I'm tired. I don't feel like helping people with homework. Da, da, da. That's how you get your zest of life back, by being free. That's why that should be the goal. I want to secure it back so quickly I can't. Yep. So think about it. If your mom was looking 40 at 30, then you better hurry up. You ever notice that like certain groups of women get married really young versus other groups of women, because they want to look good on their wedding picture, okay? They don't want to be looking haggard. Any tips on how to woo a man over as an exotic dancer? Well, you got to get someone who is obsessed with you. You got to find an obsessed one. Like, make someone obsessed. Give one a little bit extra attention, and tell them something that is going to get them obsessed over. Like, I wouldn't have to dance if I had a husband like you, or something like that. Make them feel real good about, like you would marry them if they asked you. And just talk about how much you wish that you were just a housewife and you didn't have to do this, and like you really don't want to be there. Make a, like, after they become obsessed with you, though, they'll want to take you away and rescue you. Oh, and about tattoos. Let's talk about tattoos. If you were young and dumb and got a bunch of tattoos, that's all over here and your face and your tongue, and now you're trying to level up, but you got too many tattoos and you look all marked up everywhere, and that's not classy. You're gonna have to cover them up, and you're gonna have to cover them up or get them removed if you're trying to compete with certain type of women, or you're gonna have to get someone who does not mind them. You know what I'm saying? And in certain circles, that's hard. Okay, so you also got to remember that every choice you make in life is gonna have an after effect. You never thought when you was getting Tweety Bird tattooed on your chest that one day you were gonna level up and want to marry a surgeon. You never thought about that. But you should have. Now I have tattoos that I can cover up. This one and one on my arm. That's easily covered. That's it. That's all I got. And I didn't have them when I got married either. I was tattoo-less. I have no tattoos. James paid for these. So, Could you get a man financially stable after having children? Well, it all depends. It all depends on you, your level of classiness, the level of your kids' behavior, the um, the relationship with the father of the children. But most of the time, yes, you can, because I know a lot of women who have. I know a lot of women who've leveled up with kids, higher than most. Okay, so don't let that hold you back. Like I said, overcompensate with other things. You know, be the one that can't get away, even though you got kids. Be a class act. Be, oh, that's wifey right there. Whoever let her get away is stupid. They didn't see what I see. You know. Um, so imagine this. Imagine if you met the perfect man. You know, beautiful, classy, well dressed, good job, money, and all that kind of stuff, and he had a child. You wouldn't care. You're like, this is it, right here. This is it. This is what I want. This is my dream. The kids come with it. It doesn't matter, right? But if you got kids and you're kind of ratchet and you got tattoos everywhere and you know have no manners and you're just dating this guy because he's either a fetish or trying to get some and break you off a little change, keep you hidden over here, it's not going to be the same. They're not going to try to marry you and put you into their world, because it's not enough. Okay, but if you look better than every woman on his block, classy like every woman on his block, well spoken like everyone on his block, who everyone in his block is not going to make fun of because there's something that you're lacking, he's going to welcome you and your children up in his house playing, come on in. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand. It just all depends, because people are funny like that. They don't want you to embarrass them. They don't want their mother or sister or cousins or whatever to disapprove and talk trash behind his back because, oh, he brung some ratchet Sharkeisha in with tattoos on her face. They don't want that. So make sure you understand that. Someone says hide your kids. And if your kids are bad and don't and crazy, don't bring them around until you have them well behaved, have taken some type of training school, etiquette school or something. Don't bring them around, because that is enough to send somebody packing and running. Okay? Get your kids in line. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. I've been on here for too long. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember, to feel comfortable, you gotta live that lifestyle, dress up for the lifestyle you want, be confident in it, know what's appropriate, study the environment that you're trying to fit into, and act accordingly. Don't do what's on TV, don't do what's on Instagram. Go in your town, your city, go look around, go look at the Starbucks in the nice area, see how these women look who are well taken care of. Go look in these environments, bars, 5-star restaurants, and see what the people look like. Okay? And then follow the plan, whatever plan you make. Okay? And like, there's nice restaurants in Houston that I've been to, and I see the women that are coming out of there, very like country club. Okay? You can't walk in there with 48-inch weave and stripper heels and a Fashion Nova dress. No, you can't. Okay? I don't care what you think, but you cannot do that and still fit in and not be uncomfortable. So go study the environment and emulate it. You got to be like a chameleon in this world. You got to be able to fit in here, there, over here, and over there. Strategic. It's sort of like Jay-Z. He could be hood. He could be on the corner on the block. He know how to make drugs. He can go in a corporate office and make a business deal. He knows how to make music. He can wear a suit or he can wear a jersey. You got to be flexible in this world, because when you deal with certain people in certain environments, you need that respect that comes with manners and class in order to be able to deal with and fit in on that level. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in ratchet and, oh, I'm from the streets, this is who I am and I'm not changing for nobody, because they're not going to deal with you. That's why Kanye probably can't get stuff done, okay? Because he can't leave it there, okay? So Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one.